Hello, hello.
Just what's your initial reaction to how Sunday's game went and you guys not being able to make it to the postseason?
I mean, I kind of talked about it on the podcast with my brother. It's just disappointing, and then on top of that, just an absolute dagger into the back, knowing how the season ended for 1-5, and you know, on our last hope going into the last drive of the game, and looked like we were going to have a chance to maybe come out with a win and keep our hopes alive, and then kind of just kept going downhill from there. So it's just, you know, it sucks, man. It sucks, but that's the reality of it. And right now we got 3 games left to try and enjoy it with the guys in this building and the team that we've built here, and then on top of that, Chiefs Kingdom deserves us to go out there and play our hearts out for them.
Travis, last time we talked to you, you said it'd be after the season before you really contemplated what's next for you, but it crossed your mind at all that you might have played with Patrick for the last time?
Oh man, that's crazy. I think, you know, I'd rather just keep the focus of the media and everything on this team right now, and all the conversations that I have with the team and everything moving forward will be with them. And you know, I think it's a unique time in my life, and unfortunately, I got 3 games left, and I know when the season ends this year. Typically, we go into it and we don't know when it's going to end, and that's the beauty of it. But yeah, just trying to make sure that everybody here knows that I'm focused on trying to win football games these last 3 games.
Has this been a tough season to evaluate just because you guys have been really, really good in spurts and sometimes for 3.5 quarters at times and it just hasn't.
I think that's what it really is. That's where it's mostly frustrating, is that we've seen, you know, spurts and or parts of the season where we are that team that I think we could make a run at a championship, and then times where we don't even deserve to be in the playoffs. So,
Travis, you spoke a bit about this a bit on the podcast as well, but the feeling of just sort of running through the tape when there's no playoff to play for now, and honoring the uniform, I think was one of the ways you put it. I wonder if you could just elaborate on that, like why it's so important to be able to give it your all in games that are less meaningful.
It's just integrity, man. It's integrity. I signed up to be, you know, a Kansas City Chief, and I love doing what I do, and I know I've been dreaming of being in these moments and playing for, you know, an NFL team since I was a kid, and I think you know, getting back to that will give you more motivation than you could ever need to play this game. And I think the integrity of being a man about your work and giving everybody your devoted attention and you know, your sense of urgency to be at your best for them. I think that's just how you need to go about work, whether or not you're in the race or not. You know, and I think that's the mentality going into these last 3 games. Is, you know, we know it kind of ends after that New Year's game, or the game right after New Year's in January, and but I'm gonna make sure these guys know that I'm out there giving them everything I got.
Have the recent developments given you an opportunity to maybe pause and appreciate what the Chiefs and you have done over the last decade?
I mean, not really. I'm just kind of stuck on how it got to this point, and yeah, it's just not really a time for evaluating. It's just time for trying to get through this as an organization, as a team.
Travis, how does your body feel right now?
I mean, we're rolling, man. I'm out here practicing every single day, and I'm able to keep doing it. And you know, it's an honor to be out there on that field and feeling the discomfort that I'm feeling right now, because there's a lot of guys and a lot of people that wish they could be out there on that field and get a chance to, you know, make those plays and feel the soreness after a game. You know, it's almost an honor to feel all that. So it's the end of a football season. Everybody's banged up, but yeah, this year is no different than others.
I know you don't usually get hung up on numbers, but you know, you got a chance to be the first 1,000-yard tight end at your age or later in a career. Would that still mean something to you to reach that plateau at least one more time?
If it comes with winning 3 football games for the guys that I go to work with, man, yeah, without a doubt.
Travis, have you spoken on the phone with Patrick as opposed to just texting? I mean, as close as you guys are, have you had a few exchanges with him?
I mean, that's my brother. I know everything he's going through and all that. But yeah, I'll just keep it personal.
Maybe this is along those lines too, did you get to speak with him much directly after the game?
Yeah, I talked to him afterwards. I know it was before the MRI and stuff, but that's why I kind of chose not to speak to the media right after that game.
Last one, Nate.
Just, is there anything about this season that you found to be more appreciative now that you understand where the season goes, or is it just the more you look back on it, just disappointment of where you guys are?
Disappointment.
Last one, officially.
Travis, it became more of a thing this year about how often you speak to us. And we see it in the locker room. Those of us in here know how it actually is, but I just wondered if that bothered you or what your reaction is to that becoming a thing.
What's that?
Just how just not speaking to the
I appreciate the respect you guys give me. You guys know through, the podcast and other areas that you guys are gonna get the sound bites and things like that. But if there's ever something I need to speak on or something I need to answer a question about, I think I've always been pretty fair about that, and I think you guys have been pretty respectful on understanding where I'm at with all that.
Actually, if I could ask you one more, Travis, you are planning to play all 3 games. We understand that. What do you think that shows from a leadership standpoint to the rest of the guys that will play with you, and what it might mean for them to see this example, obviously further on in their career?
You could roll the balls out in a Walmart parking lot, man. Sign me up, baby. I get a chance to play in the NFL, I'm gonna do it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Travis.
All right, guys.